Peppa couldn't fall asleep, so she decided to sneak out and headed to a small dark room. As soon as she opened the door and stepped inside, she was instantly frightened and burst into tears. From that moment on, Peppa never wanted to visit Grandpa Pig's house again. Not long ago, Peppa's dad and mom decided to go on their honeymoon, so Peppa and George were left at Grandpa Pig's house. After dinner, they went out to the garden. As they passed a chicken coop, Peppa noticed a little dark room nearby and asked Grandpa Pig what was inside. Grandpa Pig replied, "That's a place you kids aren't allowed to know about, and you certainly can't go in there." Soon, they finished gathering vegetables from the garden and spent the afternoon playing with the parrot, followed by a game of hide and seek. They played until it got dark, but Peppa couldn't stop thinking about that little dark room. Later that night, while lying in bed, Peppa tossed and turned, unable to sleep. She decided to quietly sneak out and check out the room on her own. Looking around to make sure no one was watching, she opened the unlocked door. As soon as she stepped inside, she was hit by a strange smell, and there were feathers everywhere. On the walls, she even saw a saw and an axe. The sight made Peppa feel a little sick. Just as she was about to leave, she heard footsteps outside. It was Grandpa Pig, carrying an axe and heading toward the chicken coop. Before long, Peppa heard the desperate cries of the chickens. She watched as one by one, the lives of the chickens were taken, and at that moment, she found Grandpa Pig terrifying. In the next moment, Grandpa Pig tried to open the door to the dark room, but when he couldn't, he knocked once and then walked away. Peppa's mind was racing, and she couldn't calm down. She went to the chicken coop and deliberately let all the little chickens escape. Then she quietly returned to the house. The next morning, Peppa woke up feeling like it had all been a nightmare. She went downstairs to the breakfast table, and Grandpa Pig started talking. He said that when he came back last night, he hadn't seen Peppa in her room. This morning, he discovered that all the chickens he'd been raising for 2.5 years had run away. He added that the chicken meat was really tasty, and whenever guests came over, he would serve them the little chickens. Peppa, however, said she didn't want to eat chicken. Grandpa Pig then assured her that there was no chicken in that morning's breakfast. Peppa finally relaxed and began eating, but just as she finished her meal, Peppa noticed a green feather at the bottom of her bowl. It turned out that Grandpa Pig had cooked Polly the parrot. This, Peppa realized, was his way of punishing her.